Hey everybody, maybe you can see some of that lightning. So I wanted to chat with you one more time tonight about some conversation that Samantha and I had over this break. Now, Sam and I have had this conversation many times, and we're both on the same page about it, but I want to tell you guys this because this is actually the beginning of what I hope to be a wonderful decision. So, as you guys know, I'm a welder, and there's a lot of risks in welding, even if the company you work for is extremely safe. And the company I work for is probably one of the safest, right? We get a lot of perks of safety, and it's great. But one thing you can't get away from with welding is it still is harmful to you and it's straining on your body, right? So all day long I'm lifting 50 pounds, right? And you feel that in your body. I mean, I'm young, right? There's people that lift a lot more heavy things, but I still feel that. When I take time off like this, it's almost like if you're a cigarette smoker, right? You take some, let's say you quit, you got a lot of stuff you got to hack up, and that's exactly what I deal with. Just in the random, you'll start coughing and have to cough stuff up. It's disgusting. You're dealing with a lot of electricity. We run 480 volts, and in the summertime, you got leather gloves on. You're sweating through your gloves, and yeah, you'll get shocked. I've gotten shocked many times, not by 480 volts, but enough to give you the jitters, right? And honestly, you're one shock away from having your life ended. I mean, it's a lot of current, right? If you guys have ever been shocked by 120 volts, times that by 4, and you can imagine that'll definitely kill you with ease, actually. And we're running 32 amps. I mean, it's a lot of power. So there's a lot of risks involved, and Sam and I have talked about this many times, and it's like, what? I don't want to be a welder forever. The money's great. It's a good profession. It's something to learn, but I don't want to do it forever. I don't want to go back to school. For one, I'm not very good at school, and I don't have the ambition to do that. Sounds really bad. Sounds like it's like a tap out, but I just do not have the patience for school. As far as if I'm going for this, why am I in a science class and a math class when it doesn't pertain to what I'm doing, right? That's the stuff that really grinds my gears, and I can't deal with it. It's a broken system, as far as like college goes. And yeah, that would open a lot of doors, but I'm not willing to go and do 4 years of school to make less money than I'm making now. To me, that's almost a bad decision. So that's kind of out of the question for me. And we, and the one thing that I always keep coming back to is I would love to own my own business. To break out on welding and have your own welding machine and everything like that, you're talking many thousands of dollars. You might see a truck driving down the road and it has a Miller Trailblazer on it. That's a $14,000 machine. To get one decently used, you're talking $5,000. You can find them for $200-300, and they're a 1960s machine that might work. But imagine trying to find parts, right? These are machines that are going to be running for 14, 18 hours a day, and it's been running that for the last 50 years, right? She's tired. She's not going to work much longer, kind of a deal. And that's before, and that that initial investment is before you take all your tests. You need oxygen tanks, acetylene tanks, power cords, grinders, all that stuff, and there's just an investment involved with that. I need something I can start low key and work my way into. One of the things that I've enjoyed is doing my lawn work, and that's what I've always told Sam. I said I would love to do just mow lawns for people. I mean, I know it doesn't sound like a huge big dream, but it can turn into it. And that's the one thing that appeals to me is and this is what I'm going to get to. So yesterday, Sam and I were having this same exact conversation on the front step. And, I've been there 4 years. Haven't made it to days. I'm getting closer, right? But I'm still probably another year or two out. Now would be the time to explore in some different opportunities. I have experience in welding, so I can, fall back on that if I need to or whatever. So what we did is we went online to, I believe it was Vistaprint or a similar website. I'm pretty sure it was Vistaprint. And we made my postcards for the company that her and I are going to be starting. Obviously, it's mainly going to be me, right? But her input is going to be like, if it really takes off and I'm swamped, or let's say it rains for a couple days and I need her help mowing, that's the thing. So we started off, we got 100 postcards of the lawn care. I got my saying and stuff. I'll show you guys when they come in. They're going to be here in like 8 days, so there's no rush for this, right? It's the middle of the season. If I would have been on it, I would have done it in the winter and started it in the spring. But I thought, you know what? We'll start here, right? We'll just see what we can get, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna put them out, 10, 20 a week, and just see if I get any takers. And I was talking to some guys at work about this that had actually been in lawn care, and they're like, oh, you got to get a zero turn, you have to have all this equipment, blah blah blah. I'm gonna start in the city here. Probably not in my immediate area. I'm going to go to some of the nicer properties where people might have the money to actually pay for it, but I'll experiment with that. And I'm just looking for lawns for now that I can push mow and be simple with, right? I can fertilize lawns. I do that to my lawn. I can kill weeds. I just invested in that little weed sprayer and stuff. I can kill weeds. I have a extension pole for trimming low branches, but my main thing that I have on there is we do weekly, bi-weekly, or at call. I mean, we put it in different words, but if a person wants their lawn mowed one time, call me up, I'll come out, and free estimates, and we do spring and fall cleanups and stuff like that. Now, this has all been a process because I've been searching for the last 3 years for a place here around town to take yard waste. There's the city-run one, but they won't allow you to have a company, and I did finally find one here. It's called the Tri-County Organics Program, and they allow companies, like lawn care companies, to bring grass clippings, leaves, stuff like that. So we're gonna just start there. We're gonna try 100 people, and maybe we won't get anybody. But if I figure if I can do just one lawn a day, so let's say 5 lawns a week, and each lawn on average pays $30. I mean, that's $150, and that's the whole purpose of starting small. I'm not going to go take a $5,000 loan out. I'm going to start with what I have, and we'll work from there, because it's small, right? And hopefully we'll grow. So then we can grow and grow and grow. Maybe we'll go from a push mower to just a rider, and then if we grow from there, we can go from a rider to a zero turn, walk behind, whatever. But that is my video here. So I'll just give you a rundown of what we got. The big stuff, obviously we have a truck. This year I invested in some ramps, right? That might be crucial for loading and unloading things. If the truck, if let's say we're doing spring and fall cleanups, I have this trailer here. I can load up the equipment on the trailer and have the truck hold all the leaves. And so we got that kind of figured out. And then from there, I have my leaf blower. This thing starts every time. It's a Ryobi. This is a cheaper Remington straight shaft weed whip but it works great. I made a couple little fixes for it because it was finicky, and that thing's running perfect now. And then I have the old, this is I can't remember, yeah, Kubota. So this is kind of a commercial mower. And she's had a lot of miles on her, but doesn't have a bagger. But I'm hoping that, this would be one of the first things I can reinvest in and get another one. But it's a walk behind. It has the, you don't have to push it. It has the automatic drivetrain to it. I don't know why I can't think of that right now, but self-propelled. There it is. It's self-propelled, and it cuts really, really nice. Super heavy mower and built very well. So that's where we're starting. I thought I would let you guys know because I think a lot of people start up these lawn care companies and they're not even as small as I will be. But I want to go through it with you guys. I got 100 postcards. I put them out in people's mailboxes. What do I get for that? Do I get nobody? Do I get 10 people? The next person that might watch this video will see the progression of this. But that's essentially it. I would not say I'm stuck at a dead-end job, but if I want to progress and make more money, the only way up is management, and then you're talking 20 years of being on nights. And I start thinking about that, and I think, what kind of life is this? Starting a business is not going to be easy. It's not going to be a free-for-all. It's going to have to be a constant progression of long hours. But if it gets me out of my current situation, I would be happy with that. I had one more thing I wanted to say, and that was the reason why I'm starting it now is because I have the days and the weekends to do it, and I think that would work good. I can get up. Let's say I get off of work at 12:30 at night. If I went to bed at about 2, I could wake up at anywhere from 8 to 10 o'clock, load up, get out there. Let's say a lawn takes me an hour. 2 lawns is going to be no time at all. I could probably do 3, if not 4 lawns with the proper equipment, and once I get in this groove of things. And even if it's a side income for a really long time, that'll be the way to do it. So, yeah, I mean, an extra, let's say $400 to $800 a month if things take off, that's really good money. And if you stash that away and reinvest, pretty soon you can have yourself a respectable company that does good work. So you got to start somewhere, and nothing is going to be given to me. I don't have $500,000 in the bank where I can throw everything into it and boom, have a good company. So yeah, I see it on YouTube all the time. These people have these wonderful companies, and they're really young. They're like 18, 19 years old, but they live in a $500,000 house that their parents bought them. So that they probably just had the opportunity. So this is something that you might learn from, right? We got a $80 string trimmer. I bought this for $50 at a used store thing. This I got for free, and I put $20 worth of parts in it, and it might burn a little smoke, but it works wonders. So let's see how much money we can make, and you guys just stay tuned. Maybe it'll take off. I don't know, but I can try, and that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully you guys stuck around this long, but thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you later.